Alright, what is going on YouTube? And today we got a brand new episode of the Spiral Abyss. And I thought by now we were going to have the new, updated, much harder Spiral Abyss that they're catering to the new cryo character Skirk coming out. But it's the same old format. They added that, the final boss is like the cryo, or you need cryo to beat it. But it's like a new automation creature or something like that. And I would say, right away, right off the bat, first half you're going to want a pyro character of some kind, and second half you are definitely going to want a cryo character, because it is the demand for a cryo character second half is pretty prevalent in the Spiral Abyss. The second half of this first one, I'm pretty sure you can get away without a cryo one, but then the second half of the second chamber was both our characters that have electro shields, and cryo is definitely the best shredder for that. And then the final boss is obviously the automation that needs cryo to kind of do damage to it. How that mechanic works, I'm not sure, but just the more cryo damage you're doing, the more damage you can do to the boss overall. But I would say in general I haven't been very happy with Genshin lately. I feel like more than ever they're definitely catering towards their banner characters, and unlike the past when there was a lot of ways around it, it just wasn't as fun. It wasn't as accommodating to not pull for the characters and build them that were on the featured banners. Now I feel like you kind of have to. I think for the first time ever, with Mavuika, Sitlali, and Sheelanin, you really had to pull for them. There wasn't really a substitute in a lot of the content. You kind of needed at least two of those three characters, and for a lot of content you definitely kind of need Sheelanin, I feel like, and Mavuika. And I think that this Spiral Abyss definitely would have been a lot easier for me if I did have a Mavuika team somewhere in here and incorporated her, but I wanted to show everybody how to use Hu Tao, and I just got C6 Kaeya. And I also don't have a great cryo main DPS. So I guess that's a little side note. Whatever teams, pyro and cryo, you want to run first and second half, you just want them to be super big damage dealing teams. And ideally on the second half you have maybe 2 or even 3 cryo characters to keep the uptime of your cryo application going, and to get a lot of cryo particles, so that hopefully whoever your main damage dealer is can spam their burst quite frequently. Yeah, that was a little side note. I kind of got off topic. Where was I? Oh yeah, I got Kaeya C6, and he just pairs with Sitlali really well for the cryo application second half, especially in the second 2 chambers. And I used Raiden because I got Kujo Sara C6. I definitely didn't have to use her. I kind of forced it with this one. And with pretty much all 3 chambers, there's more of an ideal team I had. Especially, Mavuika would run these first 3 halves of the chambers, super well. But I was already using Sitlali in the Hu Tao team second half, so I wouldn't have had the ideal new Hyper Carry Mavuika team, or Farina, which would have been my substitute. So it probably would have been Bennett, Kazuha, and Sheelanin with Mavuika, and I just didn't want to do that. I definitely don't think it would have had as good of a damage production as original, and not too far off of Raiden. The big issue with Raiden is just the rotation, since Chevreuse and Bennett, they don't have great pyro application. You kind of got to sneak it in there. I'll drink of water real quick. Yeah, like many others, I would imagine, I'm kind of losing my patience with Genshin. I think they're kind of power creeping a little bit with a lot of the meta right now, kind of forcing you to feel like you have to pull. I know that like I felt like I had to pull for a Ska VA so that I could get Skirk, and I just decided that I wasn't going to get either of them. I was just going to try to thug it out, because it's exhausting having to pull for every new character and like constantly spend the wishes you're saving up for the meta. And in a year anyway, they're probably going to get replaced by whatever the cryo region characters are. So it doesn't matter, I feel like. And it's a scheme that I think shows that Hoyoverse doesn't really care about the longevity of the game, just about making a quick buck. Especially when they're turning out new games left and right. Like they have the Star Rail, and that's the only other game I'm aware of that they are also like putting a lot of time and effort into. So like there could be new games they're also working on out there, in addition to the 2 games they're trying to keep relevant and just funneling money with the gacha system. So I made this second channel. I was kind of taking a risk by making a new channel just for Genshin, but I think it's losing relevancy. So if I put this all on my main channel, it's probably going to hurt my connection with the algorithm on that channel. So for the dying community, this is a channel just for Genshin, because I do still love the game, and I've come so far on Genshin. I've made so many videos on it. I've spent so much time, gone through all of the new regions, pulled for so many characters, grinded so many artifacts, and got the characters built very, very well. So I'm thinking that I should stick with it. And I've quit Genshin before for like about a third of a year, and I regretted doing it when I came back. So I don't want to do that again. But let the record state that I'm annoyed, I'm fed up, and I really don't think that anything is going to change, because they just have so many revenue streams. They're just trying to milk every single game for what it's worth right now. And it's smart. It's just it's not respectable as somebody who enjoys the game. But yeah, other than that, this probably won't be too bad if you really like your freeze teams. If you're a cryo player, this will be a super good Spiral Abyss. And again, I probably could have made a better team. I just wanted to maintain my, because everybody knows that like a big draw to my channel is that I stay using the older characters, especially Hu Tao, and just have them built very, very well. So I tried to keep that theme a little bit here, and I think we made it work. With Farina, I am starting her in her healing mode, because, you know, with her you want to keep all the characters above 75% health. So I want to heal her while I'm using her to heal when I'm doing my rotations with Kaeya and Sitlali, so they don't dip below 75% HP. And then last minute I try to switch it to damage, so that she's buffing Hu Tao and like just doing in general a good amount of damage. This is definitely, every round is pretty much a buzzer beater here, because we're just not using the ideal teams for this rotation, or for this Abyss, but we make it work anyway. Hu Tao is on the Crimson Witch, Farina is on Tenacity the Millilith, Sitlali is on Hero Ascender City, and Kaeya is on Noblesse. He's C6 now, which I'm super hyped. He's my favorite 4-star, probably my second favorite character in the whole game. Definitely top 5 overall in the whole game. So I was really excited to test him out on this Abyss. I tried using a DPS Kaeya team, but the second chamber, it wasn't working fast enough. But other than that, it would have. Like, it really would have worked. It was going pretty well. But anyway, here are all the builds. Raiden team build is pretty standard. Kujo Sar is now C6, which I'm pretty hyped about. And I don't think I'm going to end up going for C6 Raiden, because I don't think it's that great of a C6 constellation. And I think I'm just going to save for Signora if she ever comes out. Going forward, I'm pretty sure we're just going to be full steam ahead saving for Signora. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. God bless you. Peace out. Good luck on your Abyss attempts, and good luck if you're pulling for Skirk in the upcoming banner. And I will see y'all next time.